we're going to go over basic content editing video number 2. In our first video, we covered how to bold, italicize, underline, or color your content. We also covered bulleted lists, numbered lists, and how to use the spell checker feature. Today, we're going to cover some of the icons and options that are available in WordPress that are not so similar to Microsoft Word. Our first tutorial was everything that was very similar to Microsoft Word. So in this video, we have 5 minutes. We're going to cover the block quote feature and the pre-formatted heading 1, 2, 3, and 4. It goes right through to 6. And if we have some time, we'll also see if we can get into custom characters as well. So let's get started because we are pressed for time. What I've done is I've created some dummy content here to use for our tutorial, and I've created a fake little testimonial from Mrs. Jane Doe, which I've now highlighted. So what I want to do on my web page is I'd like the testimonial to stand out a little bit from the rest of the content. You may also want to use the block quote feature, not just for testimonials, but perhaps you're referencing some work or research from a thought leader in your industry or some statistics that maybe you want your customers to know. So it's just a great way of making some information stand out. So in this case, we're going to use a testimonial. We've highlighted the testimonial from Miss Jane Doe, and we're going to go up to our icons, and we're going to choose the block quote icon. Click it once. Not much happens on this end other than our text has been indented, so we can see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to save our changes by clicking this big blue update button, and we're going to click View Post. I'm going to open it in a new tab so I can see the changes that I've made. And now I can see that the testimonial by Jane Doe stands out from the rest of the content. It's been indented, a line has been added, the text is italicized, so it looks different, it appears different. Now keep in mind that the block quote formatting on your website is going to look different from mine or anybody else's website, and that's because your website designer chooses how your block quote is going to appear. So depending on the colors that are used in your website, your block quote may show up in a colored box. It may have a little quote icon included instead of a line. So just to let you know, yours will not look exactly like ours, but whatever block quote, anytime you apply the block quote icon or feature, rest assured that that content will jump out from the crowd. So there you go. That's how to use the block quote. Now in our fake content, I've also included some headings. So I'm going to highlight this content here that says heading 1, and I'm going to go above here to a drop-down box where we have some options. And I guess this is a little bit similar to Microsoft Word because the newer versions do have pre-formatting. So what I've done is I've selected heading 1, and immediately the content that I had highlighted now looks different. We can see that, right? So I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to choose heading number 2. I'm going to go back up to my drop-down menu here, and I'm going to choose heading number 2. I'll apply it here, and perhaps I'll go a little bit further down here, and I'll add heading number 3, highlight that, and choose heading number 3. So again, on this side, things don't look that different. I mean, you can see that they're bolded and larger, but it's not that different. We'll click Update. We'll go over to our page and click Refresh to see our changes. And we'll see heading 1 is large and bold. Heading 2 is just as large, not as bold. Heading 3 is larger than our regular content, but not bold and not as large as heading 2 or 1. Your formatted headings will always be different, again, based on what your web designer included for you. It won't look exactly like ours, but go ahead and play around with your formatting options to see what your designer has created for you.